Hey everybody, I'm Kate Conroy and welcome to the season 3 premiere of Other People's Business.
Yeah, it's been so long since we've recorded this show. I think we just arbitrarily decided that we were going to cover it up by saying, oh, yes, it says it was a planned season break.
Season 3. We've never actually had a hiatus that was planned.
Deliberate.
It's always been exactly. Yes. And you, of course, are Vinny Civitillo.
Yes, thank you. Because I had forgotten,
This is the problem with the long hiatuses. We kind of forget what we're supposed to say and do, right?
Well, no. There was no natural place for me to pop that in. I meant like I forgot my name because it's been so long since we've recorded the show.
Hilarious. Yes. This is the podcast of the New Jersey Business and Industry Association, the largest statewide business association in the entire United States of America. We release a new episode every other Wednesday. I know we're just huge. Every other Wednesday, so be on the lookout for that. Shout out to New Jersey Manufacturers Insurance Group. They do home, auto, and workers' comp, and they're the official sponsor of the show. So check them out if you need some updated coverage.
Awesome. Just a housekeeping matter or two before we get this train rolling. This podcast is available just about anywhere you can get a show. That's iTunes, Google Play, Amazon's TuneIn. We even throw these things up on YouTube if you'd rather watch than listen. But no matter how you check the show out, give it some love. Give it that like. Give it that comment. Give it that 5-star review on iTunes. Hit the subscribe button on NJBIA's YouTube so we come through. Every YouTube video you watch, they really harass you about that. This is probably the first time I'm asking you to do it. So seriously, that's got to count for something, like that credibility, that I don't know what you would call it, that non-harassment from us. Just do it. Just do it.
We're just so chill. We're so chill, aren't we?
Exactly. With all that out of the way, our awesome guest today from Delta Dental is Carin Hepps. So Carin, say hi, let the audience hear your voice.
Hi, it's great to be here with you, Vinny, Kate. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming.
We're thrilled to have you. All right. So today's icebreaker is, what are you currently binging? And I am happy to go first. I've been binging a couple of queens, actually more than a couple now that I think about it, because RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars is back. But the main two queens that I've been binging is Queen Charlotte on Netflix, which is the Bridgerton prequel, and The Great, which is back for season 3 on Hulu. And it is the sometimes true story of Catherine the Great and her travels in Russia when she is married to Peter. And then she usurps him and becomes empress in her own right. And they're still like married and in love and stuff. It's just, again, it's a mostly true story. Very entertaining, highly entertaining all around with all of these queens.
Mostly true.
Mostly true.
I was talking to Kate about this yesterday because I had just watched 80 for Brady the other day. And it's a movie about 4 women in their 80s who go to the Super Bowl to meet Tom Brady and see him play. And it's apparently a true story. So I looked up the true story, and the true story, well, first of all, in the movie, it's nuts. Like, they go to the thing, they wind up having fake tickets. So they have to get this quest to get inside the building, and they meet celebrities, and they talk to Tom Brady and they cheer him on. The real story is just that there were 4 women who watched football from their house. And I'm I don't think that's fair to call that a true story.
No.
That's kind of stretching the limit of based on true events.
Yeah, that's a stretch. Definitely.
Yeah. Anyway. Carin, what have you been watching?
So, I haven't really been binge watching anything, although I do love the period pieces, Kate. So thank you for those recommendations. I'm a big Star Wars fan, really big Star Wars fan. So I am catching up on The Mandalorian. So I've been slow to catch up on that because I just haven't had the time to watch, but it's kind of good because I have more episodes to look forward to.
Sure.
So
where are you?
I think I am on season 3, episode 7.
Oh, so you're getting pretty close to the end then.
I'm getting close. Yeah. Yes. So not that I want to get close to the end.
I know.
They keep churning those out rather quickly. Thank you, Jon Favreau.
Yeah, right.
So I always have been and always will be a big Star Wars fan. So
yeah, Mandalorian was fantastic too.
Agreed.
Hey, you didn't get to finish that season, right? Because you
I didn't even start it because I was
Disney
so
Plus raised their prices, and Kate was like, "I'm out. I don't care."
well, because I'm assuming that I'm going to get a note from them at some point saying, "Oh, hey, here's a sale. Here's like a great price on the whole like." And I'm just waiting for that. And as soon as it happens,
The mouse
I'm going to
doesn't
take
give
advantage of
sales.
that. I
They
know.
don't care.
That's why they're called the Rat. Actually.
Yeah.
They're not great. Sorry for all my Disney living friends. The yeah, I'm waiting for a sale, which you're right will probably never happen, and then I'm going to binge The Mandalorian in a weekend and then get rid of it again. I'm cutthroat like that.
That's a smart idea. That's a smart idea. I am also waiting for Stranger Things to come back. So
There you go.
Seriously.
yeah.
I've been saying for a long time now, the day after Stranger Things drops, my Netflix subscription is gone, and I want to say like half the subscriber base goes with it. But then again, they just got Wednesday. I would say like Wednesday is their new thing, kind of holding the torch. But yeah, for a long time there, it was just Stranger Things.
I gotta say though, all right, so we were talking about this yesterday. In my head, Netflix is sort of the granddaddy of all of these streaming services, and it's got such a great back catalog. In my mind, it's like a utility at this point. Like I'm never
It's
getting
above
rid
cancellation.
yeah, I'm never getting rid of it because if I ever want something like old and comforting, The Good Place is right there. Wednesday is right there. All
Sure.
kinds of stuff that I've watched for decades. It's just right there. Cheers, that 70s show. It's just so
Cheers is on Netflix. I would have assumed they would have kept that on Peacock.
it was on Netflix within
Okay.
the last 5 years. I don't know if
All
it's
right.
moved, but
Yeah, no,
but
I'm
yeah,
sure that would have moved. Yeah.
probably it's moved. Yeah, but anyway, I don't think I could ever leave Netflix. They have me as a customer for life for $10 a month.
Carin, thoughts on the uncancelability of Netflix?
Well, my Netflix just got canceled. So
There
I
you
am
go.
debating. I guess I'm gonna have to re-up once Stranger Things comes out, but probably pull a Vinny and cancel as soon as I binge all the episodes. But yeah, so I am sans Netflix right now, and I will wait and see what I decide. I mean, it's
And I'm sure life is moving on a-okay without it.
life is moving on, but I'm busy. So when I, finally get some time, I may cave and decide that I'm gonna, join again. I'm sure I won't go the rest of my life without Netflix.
Yeah, that
I
would
don't
be
know if it's
ridiculous.
possible. Right.
You
right.
shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to.
I was gonna
Agreed.
say I'd love to ask you like 1,000 questions about Star Wars, but we really should get to Delta Dental. So,
I think
tell
I
us
have a
about
lot of
Delta-
answers.
all right, real quick, one, and then we'll move on.
Oh,
What's your
my.
favorite Star Wars movie?
Oh my gosh. That's a difficult question. I'm not sure. I guess I'll go with, I really have to give it some thought, but I would go with the first one just because it just embodies everything, my childhood. My father took my brother and I to see it. And it's just, it was your intro to the whole,
Galaxy Far Far.
yeah, all of it. So the whole franchise is what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
But if I could plug another movie, I just watched this actually over the weekend. This is just a movie. It's not a series.
Sure.
I had no idea what I was getting into because I was sort of channel surfing. But if you have seen, it's 5/25/77 is the title of the movie.
No.
That's
Writing
the
it down.
day that
So what happened on May 25th? Oh, okay. Yes. Sorry. The release
There
of
you
Star
go.
Wars. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's based on a true story. So I'll leave it at that. It's about a
Hopefully more based on a true story than 80 for Brady.
I believe so, but you know what? I normally research that after I watch a movie that says this is based on a true story, and I haven't done that yet. So
Yeah.
so I thought it was interesting, and it's it's a little bit about Star Wars. It's more about movie making. So
Okay.
I'll leave it at that.
I'm definitely down for that.
Good.
Nice.
All right. In the meantime, tell us a little about Delta Dental.
Yeah. So well, my role at Delta Dental is I drive growth and I manage the persistency for our small business market. And we are about 6 years into our launch of the small business program. And that really is all about small businesses. Prior to that, we were not offering specific plans for small businesses. We were really focusing on the larger markets. So even though we're 6 years in, I feel like we are still, the program's in its infancy. Almost 97% of the businesses in New Jersey are small businesses. So we've got a lot of runway, a lot of work to do, but it's exciting and we're building. But the other thing that I do is I provide solutions to small business owners that help offer benefits, specifically dental and vision, to their workforce. And really, it improves the oral health, the eye health, the overall health of their employees, which really is just a great ROI for a small business owner, to just have a healthy workforce. So it's kind of twofold what I do. And, it's really rewarding to be able to offer small business owners big business benefits that typically, they didn't have access to.
I was just in a work and wellness conference yesterday, and somebody was talking about how health, mental health, general health equals good mental health, good general health equals good customer service. Like if you have somebody on your team who's mentally unwell or chronically ill, or has that toothache that just won't go away, it impacts their quality of life all the way around. And the impact on the business can be seen in actual dollars and cents.
There is no pain like tooth pain.
Well, that's true, isn't it?
Exactly.
But I was just thinking about quality of life and about how you're impacting life, the health of the person, which absolutely impacts their quality of life. So I was just sort of thinking about that while you were talking.
And that leads me into something that, I talk about all the time, is the tie-in between your oral health, your eye health, and your overall health, right? So studies have shown that people who have access to a dental benefit or a vision benefit, they're going to use the benefits, right? And so if an employer is sponsoring a plan, it's easier for someone to access those benefits. It's not as easy for someone to go shop those benefits on their own. And in the individual market, it exists, but for people getting dental and vision plans, they're not as robust as the employer-sponsored plan, right? So take it a step further. You have employees who they're going to use the benefit where if they don't have access, they're not going to. And a lot of people, they're healthy. They don't go for checkups, right? I mean, we have to, the reality is not everyone is going for their wellness care and going to see their primary care physician once a year.
Right.
So oftentimes the only physician that someone is going to see is their dentist, whether it's once or twice a year for checkups. The dentist can identify over 120 conditions just by looking in your mouth. The eye doctor can identify over 200. So think about that. If you're getting your regular preventive care wellness visits, whether that's at the dentist or the eye doctor, and I'll just point out that, two of us on this call have glasses, right? So 89% of the population.
I'll get there one day. Don't worry.
I'm jealous, Vinny. I'm jealous. But 89% of the population has a vision correction need. So, dentists can detect these conditions or these diseases, and optometrists can detect these conditions through a well care eye visit. I mean, this is really, you're talking about early detection, early intervention, and better outcomes, right? Less expenditure on serious or chronic conditions. So it just all rolls up into your overall health. And people they're talking about it, but I still don't think most people understand the connection between your your oral health, your eye health, and your overall health. It's really critical.
I would never have put those together, but I am definitely one of those people. I go to the dentist religiously every 6 months on the nose, and
That's great.
I have to do my eyes at least annually because they're so bad. Like every time I go, the doctor is like, "How did you get worse? How did you get so just a year?"
Kate, I don't mean to laugh, but I feel your pain.
Yes. So, but I am not good at going to the doctor. Like I rarely get sick. And when I get sick, I tend to just hit the couch, drink a ton of fluids, live on Tylenol.
Right.
It's not good. I'm not saying you should, do that, but I am not somebody who goes to the doctor unless I absolutely have to. And so I'm so glad to know that at least the bare minimum has been working well for me. So not saying it's the way you should live, but
I actually didn't even know you guys had vision. You hear Delta Dental,
Right. We do. We and probably the reason why you didn't know is because it's so new. So we just rolled out Delta Vision on January 1st for our actually I correct that, December 1st for our group plans, and for individuals who don't have access to an employer sponsored plan, or maybe retirees who purchase our individual and family plans. We rolled that out on May 1st. So now we have 2 products in our portfolio: dental plans and vision plans.
Awesome.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
and they're pretty popular too.
So what is it go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, you go ahead.
I was going to ask what sets you apart from let's call it the competition.
So a few things that I would call our value proposition. The first is our network. We have the largest network, not only in New Jersey, but we have the largest network nationwide. So we provide access to benefits anywhere, right? So snowbirds, retirees, people who maybe live in New Jersey part of the year, whatever the case may be, there's access wherever you're going. If you're traveling, in this new economy where people are kind of traveling a lot, or, they don't go to an office, so they can spend their time wherever they want to be. If you're, in the United States, you have access to a dentist when you're covered by Delta Dental. We also own our networks. So we do not lease, we do not swap, and those are kind of industry terms, but we don't partner with any other networks. The networks that we offer to our members are fully built and owned, and the relationships is with Delta Dental. So that's a really important value proposition for our members. We are right here in everyone's backyard, so we do not outsource. Our offices are in Parsippany, New Jersey. So
that's fantastic. So I've been sitting here thinking about benefits in general, because BIA is an organization that has benefits for us and offers them to the members. And one of the things we talk about all the time is how benefits and talent retention connect. So a lot of businesses, most businesses, let's be honest, offer some kind of benefit. And if they don't, I just don't understand how they keep employees. I don't understand how they, I'm sorry, not sorry, but like, when was the last time you even considered taking a job that didn't have comprehensive health, vision, a 401? Like, it's just, I don't know. So I just feel like this is such an obvious no-brainer when you're thinking about like keeping your employees and keeping them happy, right?
Right, exactly. My market is small business, so I talk about small business all day long, but there are differences between your small business owner and a small business in general, and versus a large employer. And small businesses have different needs. So, cash flow is one of them, right? So large corporations, benefit from economies of scale, and production costs tend to be more for small employers. So you've got cash flow, right? A small employer cannot just sell bonds or issue more stock to raise capital. They tend to rely on loans for that. They also have employee management issues. A small employer is typically, or a small business owner is typically managing so many different areas of the company. And they wear a lot of different hats, and HR and benefits is typically one of them, right? So, so it's cash flow and it's employee management. So an employer might say, well, medical is what we really need to offer. Those ancillary benefits, we're not as interested. What I would offer to that is, if an employer doesn't want to pay for the premiums or the cost of those benefits, they can come up with a contribution strategy that maybe passes along some or all of the premiums to employees, which still allows them to sponsor a benefit, which is better than an individual benefit, or better than no benefit, right? So that their employees use the plan. And, and look, competition for talent is really tough right now. So employers, and what we're seeing is small businesses are offering that combination of the dental and the vision more regularly now. And I think that has a lot to do with attracting talent and keeping talent. And Delta Dental has, part of our value proposition is being able to offer those larger benefits, that larger meaning for larger businesses to smaller businesses. So we can customize, we can, offer more than one plan. We can create that benefit, whether it's preventive care only, preventive and diagnostic, or something that's very comprehensive to make sure that everyone has coverage for even the most major services, or, benefits for people who have more serious conditions in their oral health. So it's really something that I think more small employers are thinking about, and you can get creative. There are ways to get creative, even if you don't have those dollars in your budget to support the premiums.
Fantastic. Okay, I have one more question, because you mentioned loans, and that made me think about interest rates in the Fed and the economy, and how up and down the economy has been the last, it feels like forever, but I don't know, since the pandemic, the economy just feels like it's been up and down and up and down and up and down.
Permanently
I
wonky.
don't know.
Right.
Permanently wonky. Seriously, wonky is the best word for it. Any thoughts on how your industry is combating the wonkiness, or helping business owners? Yeah, I know, combating the wonkiness is absolutely a technical term.
That's what we should call this
Right.
episode of the show.
I love that. Actually, we should definitely call this episode. Oh my gosh. So I'm sorry, Carin, I'm stepping all over your answer. I'm sure you've got one. I'm curious.
No. Yeah. Well, a couple of things that Delta Dental has done. We reduced our rates for small businesses in the 10 to 50 space, meaning employees. And we did that late last year. So we reduced our rates. We also continue year after year to add more plans to our portfolio. And this year, what we're looking to do is add more voluntary options, meaning more plans for employers who, again, want to pass some of that cost or all of the cost onto their employees. Again, if we see a decline in the economy this year, or we go into a recession, which a lot of economists are predicting, this is what could happen. Employers could say, you know what, we're going to cut the low-hanging fruit. We're going to eliminate those offerings, or we're not going to pay for it. And the employees will have to pick up that cost. So that's what we may see. I don't know. I'm hopeful that, we'll end the year with a stronger economy. But time will tell.
Yeah. I think that's everybody's answer on the economy is right now, like optimistic, cautiously optimistic, but sort of kind of planning for the worst,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. Well, on that note, I think we're going to take a quick break. And when we get back, we're going to go into our lightning round game. And welcome back. it is now time for our lightning round game. Carin, are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
All right, here we go. What is your favorite pizza topping?
Peppers and onions.
That's an interesting
That's an
one.
interesting choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Onions.
Yeah. I should have mentioned that Vinny and I are going to be judging all of your answers. I
Yeah.
always forget to mention that.
I guess that was a bad answer.
No, it's fine. It's just onions.
Nobody's ever said that before. Peppers and
Okay,
onions.
so
I like
unique.
it's very unique. Yeah. All right. Greatest TV show ever made.
I feel like I'll be shunned if I don't say Seinfeld.
Well,
People have gone in that direction before. There are some
yeah.
other answers that come up a lot more often than Seinfeld, but yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
I would say the big one, like the one that comes up more than anything else, is Breaking Bad. But yeah, Seinfeld is right up there. We've had a bunch of guests say Seinfeld.
Well, I haven't watched Breaking Bad.
That's something, when you get free time, check that out.
Kate's face.
I know.
Disney pours like a dumpster truck worth of Star Wars on me. Like, I just finished the Bad Batch and the Visions and all that. But when you get through all of that, there's Breaking Bad.
Yeah. It's waiting for me one day.
And after that, you need to watch Better Call Saul.
For sure.
That's what I've been told.
Yeah.
Right. 100%. Exactly.
Both of which are available on Netflix, I might add.
Oh, that's
just saying.
Hey, that's awesome.
Another reason to join.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. We sort of kind of covered this before. Favorite movie of all time? Is it that episode 1 or episode 4?
It'd be episode 4. If
No,
that's what she was
so
gonna
we're
go
just
with.
talking favorite movie in general.
Yeah, just general.
Okay, so I don't have a favorite movie. Can I do more than
you? This is it's a game. You
Whatever
can do
you
anything you want.
all right. So I you know what? I haven't thought about this in a while. So let's see. In my
I actually
top
have kind
10,
of a hardened rule that I'm not like, when I say not allowed, like I won't call something one of my favorite movies until it's been out for like 10 years. Because if it's too new, then I'm like, I probably just liked it in that moment. But if 10 years later I'm still on it, then it's sustained the test of time. But go ahead.
That's a good rule, actually. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be, you probably haven't heard this one much, but Out of Africa is one of my top 10 movies. For multiple reasons, but it's based on a true story. It's based on a real person. It just, the cinematography is, and I just think it's a great story. And Shawshank Redemption.
Sure.
It's a good one.
Yeah, those are both awesome. Yeah, they're both classics.
There are more, but I don't want to. We'll be here all day if I try to remember.
Yeah, no, I feel that. All right, moving right along. Farthest from New Jersey you've ever been?
Oh, that's a great question. I guess it's going to have to be Greece.
Oh,
maybe that's the farthest. Okay, I think.
Vinny, that was your answer too, Vinny.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What'd you do in Greece?
I was in Greece I was in Greece twice. So 2 different vacations.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was nice. Cool. How about you?
Oh, well, what the farthest I've ever been would have been Greece. Yeah. No, what did I do there? I went to Athens and Delphi, and I had some gyros, because you got to do that when you're, in the.
Aren't they delicious?
Yeah, and I shooed away about like 10 million stray dogs, something like that.
That's like the McDonald's hamburger of Greece.
Yeah,
that's what I was told.
They have dogs like
it's their junk
squirrels.
food.
They're just everywhere.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you meant the gyros. Yeah.
Sorry.
That was hilarious.
Sorry.
Okay, morning person or night owl?
Oh,
for what it's worth, I did also go to McDonald's in Greece.
That's great. I am both. I am a morning person and a night owl.
Just burning the candle at both ends.
It's I used to be a night owl, let's say. I've become a morning person in the past maybe 10 years or so. So on both.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. Last question. How many cats is too many cats?
Any cats is too many cats.
I heard some
Oh,
dogs
no.
barking in the background, and I was assuming that was you. Yeah.
And I have a reason for that. First of all, I have a dog, but I am very, very allergic to cats.
Okay. Well,
So
you
I
get a
have
pass then.
asthma. Yeah, thank you for the pass. That's what I figured.
yeah.
I'm an
yeah.
animal lover though. So if I could hold a cat, I would. I do think they're very
Thank you.
sweet animals, but I cannot go near them unless I want to, quick trip to the hospital.
Sure.
Nice. Okay, that was the lightning round. Thank
All
you so
right,
much.
that was
Carin.
fun.
Excellent job.
Yeah.
Excellent job.
Uh,
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No,
Sorry, Benny,
I
I
was
was
gonna
gonna
say, usually we like to give some advice to people on the show, various things that they can take away. So
Yeah.
when a small business is looking for somebody to provide insurance, let's say dental or vision or both, what kinds of things should they be looking for?
So the kinds of things that a small business would want to look for, they'd want to start with network. Is the network large enough? Does the network meet the needs of my employees and the families, right? So their dependents. The network should encourage utilization. It should
Does that mean
provide.
encourage utilization, like encourage you to use the benefits?
Yeah, so if your dentist is in the network, right,
Mhm.
the carrier is negotiated with the provider, and so the member will not have any out of pocket, aside from what the benefits are, right? Your deductibles and your coinsurance amounts and whatever copays you might have under the plan. But if someone has access to their provider at the in-network level of benefits, they're going to spend the least amount out of pocket. If employees have to go out of network to their providers, they're going to have out of pocket costs. So it's going to be more expensive. Some people might forego care. They might wait until an emergency arises. So network is really critical. And I would say would be the first thing that you would want to look at when you're vetting different carriers and different benefit plans. Plan design. So is there 100% coverage for preventive coverage, right? So that you're encouraging that well care, and what kind of benefits are available? Is the plan ACA compliant? Or are there a lot of children that need access to the care? Are there orthodontic benefits available? What type of plans are available? PPO plans. Does the provider offer a DMO option? Can we offer more than one plan? And the other thing is cost, right? So what kind of cost, what can we afford? What are the premiums going to be on a monthly or an annual basis? Can my employees cover their dependents, right? Because it's not only about the employee, it's about their family and keeping the families healthy, right? So, and then what kind of contribution strategy am I going to implement? How much of that am I going to cover for my employees? So I would say those three are the top three that I would suggest a small business owner look at when considering offering both a dental and a vision plan.
So when you said how many kids are going to be on the plan, like how many kids do my employees have right now could be different from how many kids will my employees have 5-6 years down the line, right? Like how do you account for something like that?
Exactly. So most benefit plans have an annual renewal period, right? And that's an opportunity because most contracts for benefits last a year. Now, some can be 2 years or 3 years, but that enrollment or that renewal period that happens on an annual basis is an opportunity to take a look at the benefits that you're offering and say, has my workforce changed? Have we hired a lot of people? Maybe the plan that we chose a year ago no longer meets the needs of this workforce. Maybe we didn't have a lot of dependents and now we do. Maybe the children are getting older and they're getting to that age where they're going to need orthodontic coverage. Maybe we need a benefit option that offers the orthodontic coverage. And then the same thing applies to vision benefits, right? Maybe we had a lesser benefit for reimbursement for frames and contact lenses, and now we have an aging workforce, right? So as we get older, Kate, right, we know our eyesight starts to change. So, you may want to look at what can we offer. Maybe we have a reimbursement for both contacts and lenses in the same year. So there's a lot of, details that go into each of the benefits, and your changing workforce, and whether that it's growing or if you've had to downsize and now you have a smaller workforce, all of those things go into reviewing and making sure that you have the right benefits year after year.
Cool. Say people want to learn more. How can they get a hold of you and or the company? So,
well, my contact information is on our website, and that's deltadentalnj.com. I'm also on LinkedIn. If any small business is interested in getting a quick proposal from us, they can go to deltadentalnj.com, and they can go to the employer section at the top of the homepage, then select our plans and small group plans. And that will take them to a quick proposal page. They can just give us some brief information about their company, and they can immediately get a proposal, and a sales executive will contact them to go over that proposal and answer any questions that they may have, and hopefully assist them start a policy for their small business.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Great.
Thank you so much. Is there anything that you'd like to promote before we leave?
Yeah, I just like to share with everyone that May is Small Business Month, and it's a way for us to recognize the contributions of America's entrepreneurs. And so Delta Dental of New Jersey celebrates Small Business Month. And I just want everybody to know, support small business. It's the backbone of our economy, and it's the majority of our workforce and our employers. And I enjoy supporting small business, and I hope everyone else does as well.
Absolutely.
Love that. We absolutely do. Thank you so much, Carin.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
I think
this was fun.
That is the show. It was.
It was great to have you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you to our listeners, especially the subscribers. We so appreciate the support. Thank you to New Jersey Manufacturers Insurance Group, the official sponsor of this show. They do home, auto, and workers' comp, so check them out. And finally, an official thank you to Carin Hepp of Delta Dental for joining us today. We can't wait to do it again sometime.
Yeah, same here. Can't wait to come back.
Take care. Absolutely. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.